$4,000. $4,300. Special delivery.
I think I broke it. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, yeah, I broke it. So I figured I'd do a follow-up video. We are Sheridan and Colfax in Denver. You can see the city in the background. Anyways, so did it cost me $4,000? Yes. Is it fixed? Yes. I'll go over how I paid for that later in a different video. But in this video, I want to talk to you guys about why I replaced it, how I replaced it, stuff like that. Obviously, I did a burnout. Let's look at that footage now. So in that clip, you can see clearly that only one of my wheels are spinning. Now, I do not recommend doing this. It caused a lot of damage, and this is the damage that it caused. First, take a look at this fluid. The fluid is not supposed to be chunky, metally like that, and that is fluid that I pulled out after I did the differential service. So that was fresh fluid looking like that. Not good. What happened was, because only one of the wheels was spinning, it created a lot of friction, and friction creates heat. And so basically the friction heated up the steel to the melting point of the steel, which caused the axle to get welded to the rear differential. In this picture, you can see I needed to put it in the press in order to remove the axle. The press was I think it's a 30-ton or 40-ton air over water. It took 11 tons of pressure to undo or break that weld in the rear differential. I looked up the melting point of steel, and it's between, I think it's 1500 degrees Celsius it melts, which is about 2700 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a lot of heat. That much heat was going on in the rear differential in order for that to happen, which is really bad. Aside from the friction and the heat and the limited slip, one of the other things that happened was, if you think about how it's a all-wheel drive SUV and it's sending power to all four corners, when you pull that fuse and you send 100% power to the rear wheels, it's in theory sending 200% of the load to the rear axles and the differential, which is not good. And that's what wound up taking out my right side axle. The left side axle is the one that wound up getting welded to the rear differential. Even though the differential didn't explode and nothing really too terrible happened, I decided to replace the rear differential because it was making noise. There was chunks of metal in the fluid, bearings were making noise, the axles were clicking. It's just bad news. The axles are about $450, $460 a pop. The differential, $2,600. The fluid is $100 or $50 a quart. It's just really not worth it. That doesn't include the $100 for the tires and all the time and labor that it took to install. On top of all of that, because you were a dumbass and decided to pull the number 77 fuse in the fuse block and destroy your rear differential and your rear axles, the Jeep was down for about a week and a half. I originally ordered the right side axle and the differential, and then I realized that the diff didn't come with that front bushing on top of the axle being welded into the differential. So what that wound up doing was it caused me to have to order more parts, more downtime. It's really inconvenient when the car is down because you were a dumbass. Lesson learned. Do me a favor, guys and gals, if you enjoy content like this, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Smash the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you get notified when we upload. And if you have any feedback or comments, leave it in the section below, comment section, just type it in there. A little about what I've been up to aside from the Jeep. I've been working at Porsche. Absolutely love it. We're getting a lot of training and like on-the-job training for these really high-end vehicles, which is a lot of fun. The compensation is where I need it to be. I'm happy. I'm chasing down my Porsche certifications. And for those of you who don't know, look up who Volkswagen Auto Group owns. Basically, that experience translates to all those other manufacturers as well. How long is this video? Side note real quick. The parts for this, the differential and the axles, there's extremely limited availability, which means that you're gonna be stuck waiting for parts no matter what, unless you live in the town or city that the manufacturer is in or where the parts warehouse is. So, do not do a burnout. I don't know. What else? Here, check out this view. And I've been hibernating, so please don't hate me because I really haven't been doing much of anything besides working and trying to fix the Jeep. Alright, you guys know what to do. If you enjoyed this type of content, smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, leave your comments in the section below, hit the bell notification, and until next week's video, you guys stay safe. I'm out. Later.